Bit returns. We got some all-star snubs, some fighting. We got some so rare, a little bit of everything. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I just realized I got to update the brand stuff. Shout out Momentum Labs, but you don't sponsor the morning show, baby. This is the NBA bit. Apologies for taking yesterday off. You know what? Sometimes instead of doing mental health video drops, we just take a mental health, take care of yourself day. And we had been doing too much this week, boys and girls. We had been doing too much. And so I woke up and I was like, I can't do it this morning. So we took the morning off. I would like to say we're back fresher than ever, but we aren't. We're still rusty today. I still sound like shit. I had too many in real life commitments this week. Hosted a private event thing last night. And I'm still feeling it. But who do we have here in the streets? Happy to be back on a Friday. We got Sneeps up in here. Borland, yeah, we'll talk about that for sure. Jump Shoots here. F and Nico. The Common Man. I'm surprised to see the Common Man here. I assumed he was going to be icing his ankle and wrist just in honor of Luka. Brent's here. Stubbs is here. To the house. Yeah, just as Draymond is on his way out. We get Dylan to fill in those shoes. Bonavine's here. Let's get ready to rumble. Garen Boston. Oh my God, a Jamie sighting. And you know what, Jamie? In honor of you, this will be and always this has been and always will be PJ Washington.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
Let's go. That's a little cocaine to the veins this morning. Rowdy Rod's here, J Bus, and Eric Fernandez. What's up, my man? Here's what we're gonna be doing this morning. We're not gonna I guess we will go game by game. We're gonna do it a little bit different, and that makes it sound like I plan to do it different. I'm a little unprepared for my morning normal routine. So, but because there was enough like weird stuff that happened last night, I think what we'll do is we'll start with the All Stars. We'll talk about Dylan Brooks just like showing his inner Brooks. And then and then go from there. Oh my God, Eric saying, this is the last one I'm doing though. Shout out Dwayne Bacon. Let's get started with the All-Star stuff. I think there's a couple of interesting conversations to have around it. Let's pull this up. So for the reserves that were named last night, right? We already knew Steph, Luka, KD, Kyrie, the Joker, Donovan, Jason Tatum, and Zion were named starters, right? So here were the squads from both the East and the West. So we had Bam Adebayo, Jaylen Brown, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid, Paul George, and then Halliburton and Drew Holiday from the East. From the West, we had Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, we had Paul George, we had Jaren Jackson Jr., which I think was the surprise, Dame, Lauri Markkanen, John Morant, Julius Randle. Oh, I forgot Julius Randle for the East, sorry. And then Domas Sabonis. Yeah, I'm curious where the more of the frustration is for people. I think so. The Jaren Jackson Jr. conversation, we can start there. A lot of people were like, "How the hell do you pick Jaren Jackson Jr. over over Anthony Davis or Kawhi Leonard?" And then the response would always be, "Well, dude, I mean, like, yeah, Jaren Jackson Jr. missed a couple of games at the beginning of the season, but like AD and Kawhi have been out so much." Let me pull up the actual link here, or the actual tweet that I saw. Anthony Davis has played 933 minutes. Jaren Jackson Jr. has played 945 minutes. So I thought that was like pretty interesting that, you know, when we actually break it down, it's been a lot closer. I think for me, like the more frustrating thing, and this is the same conversation we have every time, like we have this conversation every time, is like the positions are stupid. You know, like the positions are dumb. I got a couple of texts about Bam Adebayo last night. I think Bam is an all-star, but people are like, wait, that's it. That's what we have for bigs. And it's like, yeah, the bigs in the East aren't very exciting, right? And I mean, outside of like the top ones. And yeah, I think the position thing is kind of dumb. And like you look at the people who didn't get in. All right, Santa's boy, let's relax here. He said Triple J's in, Brooke Lopez should be too. I think that's a little too much. But I think, like, you know, Anthony Edwards has to be in this game. I mean, he's built for this. But then you look at the guards. Like Anthony Edwards is considered a guard. And as much as I love Anthony Edwards and as much as I want him to be in the All-Star game, I mean, I guess over Paul George, if Paul George is considered a guard and not a forward there, I guess that's what I would do. But like if you're looking at strictly guards, right? I mean, SGA's got to be in there. Dame has been insane. John Morant, like those guards those all have to be in there. But I would take Anthony Edwards over Paul George for sure. And who knows when Zion's not going to play, right? The report came out, I think yesterday, that Zion's being reevaluated in a couple of days, which makes me think he's not going to be back anytime soon. So I agree. Like Anthony Edwards is probably the one. Drew Holiday was kind of surprising to me. I was surprised to see Drew Holiday in there, but I mean, I don't know who you're putting in over him. I guess there's a conversation around Darius Garland. But all right, Santa's boy, are you just like a diehard Bucks fan? What are we talking about here? We wiling out. We're wiling out. Yeah, not sure if Drew needs to be in there as well. Yeah, Drew is the other one that stood out, but I don't know who gets in over Drew. I don't know who gets in over Drew. Borland was asking how bad is Luka hurt, right? Because then that would take out another starter. Yeah, I guess if Luka's down for a little bit, that could be something. Fox over Edwards and Triple J. I wouldn't take. Wow, man, that is true. I mean, Fox should be in there. Yeah, we'll talk about the Luka injury. Luka had a pretty scary fall last night. And honestly, I thought it could have been worse. It looked like the way he landed. I mean, he's lucky he didn't like smash his wrist and break his wrist. So hopefully he's not going to miss too much time. I imagine he misses this weekend's game. But yeah, if Luka misses, then one of Fox or Edwards will get in there, right? We know Luka's not going to play. We know Zion's not going to play. Luka might not play. And then KD's probably questionable as well. I know he said he was was just impressed with the comeback win. Oh, I got you, Santa's boy. All right. I thought you were talking about I missed that. Yeah, and over Zion for sure. Yeah, I hope Anthony Edwards gets in there. I mean, it's the same conversation we had with LaMelo Ball like last year or 2 years ago, where it's like, I don't know, he might be a fringe all-star, but I'd much rather see LaMelo Ball running around than Trae Young, you know? And so I hope he gets in there. But I'm not like super mad about anything though. I mean, I guess if I was a diehard fan, like if Jaylen Brown didn't get in, I probably would have been like, wait, what the hell are we doing? Garen said I was mentally prepared for Fox getting in over Ant, but not Triple J. There was a lot of conversation. The only reason I saw Triple J, I listened to a podcast recently that talked about Jaren Jackson Jr. And I was like, oh, I guess maybe he is going to get some consideration because he's on one of the better teams in the West, and he has been dominant defensively. Like, there's no doubt about that. He's an incredible defender, but very rarely. I mean, I guess that's like the Rudy Gobert case, right? When Rudy would make it every year. But anyways, hopefully Ant-Man gets in there. It'd be fun to see. It would be fun to see Anthony Edwards. Let's get into some of the basketball. We're gonna do it this way today because I told you I'm not prepared. We're just gonna right. Dude, AD monster game. Lakers had a nice little comeback, right? You can see they were down. They were down 13 at halftime and then outscored the Pacers 28-15. If I didn't know better, I would say the Pacers were like, we need to make sure we tank. We need to lose this game. Lakers come back 112-111. AD, though, monster game, dude. Shout out my best ball bags. Oh, Chewy, this is a great stat, by the way. The last king to make the All-Star game got traded during the weekend. Shout out Boogie. That was a AD, dude, 31-14, back to his 35 minutes a game. Love to see it. Rui, 7 and 9. Shout out Rui in the starting lineup, though. So who did he replace? He replaced Troy Brown Jr. and Lonnie Walker, or Troy Brown Jr., I guess. All right, Pat Bev, whatever. LeBron, 26, 7 and 7. I don't know if you guys saw they moved the OKC Lakers game to prime time because they're assuming that's when LeBron is going to get the record. I hope the Dort report. Let's get the Dort report drop. You thought I wasn't going to do it. You thought I wasn't going to do it. Here we go, Doherty report. I actually think Dort's out actually for a while, so we're not going to get that. I was hoping or maybe Jalen Williams will get the lockdown defense. On the Pacers side of things, Nesmith had a really good game. Shout him out. Snuck me into a limited tier 4 contender. Appreciate you. Hold on. What's going on with my computer? All right, we're back. All right. Dustin says Brooks is menace, not a funny one like Pat Bev, but the one that should be out of the league. Yeah, we'll get to that one. That was garbage. All right. Anyways, yeah, Nesmith was great. Turner 2013. Hallie's back with 26 and 12. Good to have Halliburton back in the league. We'd love to see it. All right, let's get to that game. Dylan Brooks just went for the old nut shot. Saw Jump Shoot make a nutmeg joke earlier on. Yeah, but this nutmeg is when it like cleanly gets through, right? This was just straight up sack attack. For those that didn't see it, Dylan Brooks missed a layup and then went and hit Donovan Mitchell on the balls. Is Nesmith pronounced knee or nay? I thought it was. I've been doing knee. I don't know. But anyways, that was just such Bush League stuff, man. I hate Dylan Brooks. I tweeted out last night, who's more likable, Dylan Brooks or Wario? Like, it's just gotten to the point where it's not fun, man. And you need to be better at basketball. Like, you can't suck and be a dickhead. Like, he's got both the rational confidence. It's not fun. It's not fun. Isaac's already asking so rare questions. Not yet, baby. Not yet, Isaac. Not yet. But anyways, let's keep going. So the Cavs get a W. The Grizz lose again. We're going to pull up the standings. Actually, we'll do this right after we go to the stats. Ja had 24, 8 and 8. Shanti Altama with 21 and 10. And then Desmond Bain with 25. On the Cavs side of things, Garland went off 32 and 11. You can see both Mitchell got tossed and what's his name? Dylan Brooks got tossed as well. But yeah, Garland at 32 and 11, Allen with 18 and 11, Mobley with 17 and 14, and then you got Chetty with 21 and Rubio with 13 off the bench. So good Rubio sighting. No, you're good, man. I'm just goofing. Yeah, Memphis is fake tough. So we're gonna go over to the standings. We're doing it a little bit different today. We're gonna pop around whenever I want. So the Grizzlies guys. They're 3 and 7 in their last 10, losers of 2 in a row. They can't beat anybody in the Western Conference. Last night, the Eastern Conference. They only have a 2-game lead over the Like the Beam Kings, which this is pretty spicy now, dude. Kings are like have an outside shot for the 2 seed, which is like pretty important when you look at the standings. I don't know, pretty exciting if you're a Kings fan, and like the Grizzlies. We get a sneeze. That's A+ mute work, by the way. A+ mute work. All right. But we're gonna do a mental health because we are mucusy, baby. We can't go down this road. We can't talk about like how you need to have had sex in order to have responsibility. I just think it changes you. I think it changes you. I was a big fan of saying that if they didn't do anything in the playoffs this year, they were going to quickly become unlikable. And I got breaking news. They're becoming unlikable right away. They have to make a deal. And I mean, if you're the Toronto Raptors right now, you're just sitting there going like this, doing that, like whatever that meme is, because they need OG Anunoby so desperately that the price is going up. And we saw the report that they're like almost in a leverage, not a leverage. What the hell is that called? An arms race? We'll call it an arms race. But basically, Pelicans who are actually going after him as well. A bidding war. Thank you to myself. And it's talking like 3 first-round picks or something like that for OG, which is wild. But yeah, thank you. Everyone's saying bidding war now. They got to make a move. They have to make a move. And I think I saw, was it on Bill Simmons' podcast? Somebody was saying that maybe it's OG for a bunch of picks and like Danny Green or something. Matt says you should have a mental health break video of you blowing your nose when you need a break to blow your nose. There you go. I like that. That's meta. Anyways, Toronto's going to be happy with that. Let's go back to the scores. We'll go to the Bing Bong Boys took down the Heat last night, 106-104. Miami had a late push in the fourth. Couldn't get it done. Jimmy Butler's been having weird games lately. But Bam, the new all-star, 32-9, and then Tyler Hero. We're going to be on it with the drops today, all right? We are going to be on it with the drops. But Hero dropped 25. RJ Barrett had a great game. 30-8 with 4 assists. Randall with a dub, 23-10. And then what's his name? Brunson. No Brunson. So Quick got the start, and he didn't really do too much either. Most of the offense just came from those two dudes. I'll also say Jericho Sims, dude, man, just sucks. Hartenstein seemed to be the play now after a week of Sims. He played 29 minutes where Sims only played 19, and then Hartenstein dropped an 8 and 10 on him. 8 and 10 on him. All right, let's go to the Bulls. Oh, yeah, people want the regular season Randall drop.
A regular season Randall.
Ooh, regulator. This is a good one. He says, trade deadline or 8K subs, which happens first? So we got 6 days, right? 6 days. Right now we're at 7,878. So we're creeping in. I think we're going to hit 7,900 today. Man, the Wi-Fi. I'm getting that Wi-Fi. We're going to hit 7,900 today. It's going to be close. All right, here we go. On the Hornets. The Hornets get smoked. Mark Williams played 17 minutes. I got to tell you guys, I freaking hate Steve Clifford. Look at how Mark Williams in 17 minutes put up 13 points, 7 boards, and 3 blocks and a steal. Let Mark Williams cook. We already know what Plum Dog Millionaire has. Anyways, LaMelo had 19 and 8. Scary Terry 23 and 8. But let Mark Williams cook. Io showed up last night with 22 points and then freaking nothing over here. But 22 points. Bucci Mane was 17 and 12. And that was really it. Oh, Kobe White too. Kobe White starting with 20 off the bench. Hornets suck. Whatever. Plumlee dominating as usual. Like, listen, Plumlee's been good. He's going to be on a different team soon, but just get him out of there. Dustin says Jimmy's my guy, but feels like a part-time job for him at this point. I know. Yeah, he's been weird. And Lowry looks cooked. Anyways, just trade Plumlee, trade Scary Terry so we can free Mark Williams. All right, next up, we had Dallas and New Orleans, right? We already talked about the Luka fall. Luka fall is pretty scary. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen any reports on like a timeline or if he's going to miss any games or anything like that. I just know it looked bad. Ingram dropped 26, 9, and 7, and then that was really it for the excitement from the Pelly Pels over here. In 23 minutes, Luke had 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. It's just stupid. And then Dinwiddie dropped 21 and 4. Josh Green off the bench, 15. So if Luka misses time, obviously Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Josh Green all get nice little boosty boost. So we got to pay attention to that. I'm going to go back to the standings for a second because the Pelicans are dog shit right now. Pelicans, dude, all the way down, all the way. We're going down, down. They're below 500. They've lost 10 in a row. 10 in a row they are down. They are now in the 10th seed. The Portland Trailblazers, led by a hot Dame Lillard, they're probably going to catch them. It makes the Lakers are probably out there. Everybody's doing this GIF today. Also, I was told I should say GIF yesterday in real life, in public. They're like, it's actually GIF. And I was like, you don't tell me what to do. And then the Thunder, the Oklahoma City Thunder, tied with the Lakers right now. So there's a lot of, I don't know, man. I don't know what the Pels are going to do. Would you rather get hit in the balls or take a fall? I'd rather get hit in the balls. I mean, I know, like, I'd rather get hit in the balls. The variance of, like, what can happen on the fall, you know? I've been hitting the balls before, you know what I mean? I know what that was going to happen. And sometimes I like it. All right, let's go back to the games. What else we got here? All right, 2 left. Dude, Golden State is a shit show right now. This 134-117, and honestly, it wasn't even that close. Steph went for 28. Jordan Poole went for 22. I think Jordan Poole's bad. Also, I got a question. If Mavs had 40 in the first quarter, 41 in the second, and at half, and 41 in the second half. Wow, that's crazy. I had a question. If the Warriors are resting Clay and Draymond Green, why aren't you resting Steph too? Like, why play Steph on the back-to-back? You know what I mean? Isn't that weird? Like, if that's what you're doing, because you're punting that game by not playing Draymond and not playing Clay. You're basically saying we're not trying to win this back-to-back in Denver. Why are you playing Steph then? I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, let's go back to this. So Steph did have a good game. He had he absolutely cooked Zeke Naji last night. I did a YouTube short on this, but absolutely cooked him. Put him on skates, hit a step back 3, and then got the and one for it. On the Nuggets side of things, dude, 33 minutes. Jokic put up 22 points, 16 assists, 14 boards. Unreal. Jokic still continues to be awesome. Everyone's saying they hate Jordan Poole. I get it. People saying Steph wants the stats. I don't think it's stat related. I think just Steph is awesome. And of course he wants to play. I wanted to pull up something here so we could look at Jokic's numbers right now for the season. And on the season, he's averaging 25, 11, and 10. He's officially averaging a triple-double. 25, 11, and 10 with that performance. I think 2 nights ago, actually, he got it. But then again, added 16 assists to it. Jamal Murray, guys, is back. 33 points, 8 assists, and 5 boards. This is I think his 3rd straight game with 30+. It's crazy. They played Steph because I walked 3,000 miles to the game. I know, right? No clip from Steve Kerr after that game. Anyways, Nuggets continue to roll, getting a bigger lead there. And then the last game, Bucks wild comeback. When I fell asleep, the Clips are up like 20 when I went to bed, and that was in the 3rd quarter. Kawhi had 17, 11, and 5. Norman Powell was cooking. I think Norman Powell had 15 in the 2nd quarter. He had 26 points. Giannis, man, 54 and 19. 54 and 19. Wow, that's incredible. Middleton played 20 minutes again. That's good to see. Good win for the Bucks. Shiggins is asking, is Plumlee better than Looney? It's not that he's better than Looney. It's that they only have Looney. You know what I mean? They don't have any other bigs. They have nobody else. It's just him. And that's why. Also, that, I saw a stat yesterday that out of all of the combinations, right? Because everyone's like, well, the Warriors starting 5, blah, 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 blah. The Steph, Poole, Clay numbers have been awful, horrendous when they're on the court together, in crunch time, I think. Down the stretch, they've been really bad. I don't have the stat in front of me. I shouldn't have brought it up. Anyways, let's do a quick look at the standings. I know we've been glancing back and forth, but a couple things that I think are worth noting here. As the Bucks got another W, they are officially in 2nd, all by myself, with a full game lead on the Sixers, and then 5.5 back are the Nets. Half game behind them are the Cavaliers. The Heat dropped to the Knicks, so that makes the 6-7 seed a little bit closer now. Closer. Hawks, whatever. Wizards still cooking, dude. 6 in a row, 7 of their last 10. In the 9 seed. Bulls half game behind them. Pacers a game behind the Bullies. Raptors, whatever, who cares? On the West, though, we're shite. Denver now has a 4-game lead. People are saying it's Wiseman. Dude, here's the thing. Wiseman looks good out there. The Warriors don't like him. I think it's both the organization and his teammates. I was watching a little bit of that game down the stretch because I had Wiseman in my rare underdog lineup, and I was like, they I thought he was doing well. I'm not a coach. I don't know what's going on in practice. Obviously, they have a better feel for it than I do. But there was a couple of times where he was like setting some screens up top, slipping through, rolling, and just like no one finding him. And he was pretty open. Listen, if you're not going to play that dude, just eat the L. You know what I mean? If you're not going to play the guy you took number 2 overall, I know it's like we don't want to go. Just freaking trade him. Go let him live. Go get something back from him. You're sitting on guys like Moody and Wiseman who you're not developing, you're not playing, you're not like they're clearly not in this timeline that you're focused on. So go get help. It makes no sense. I just like go let him play, man. Go let him play. Put him in a situation like Şengün, dude. Because Şengün would be in a similar spot with the Warriors. If Şengün was on the Warriors, he wouldn't be able to play because he didn't play any defense, plays a different brand of basketball. And Şengün's awesome. But he needs like he needed room to like grow a little bit. And Wiseman hasn't been given that opportunity. And then I move off of Wiseman, please. Anyways, look at the West. The Nuggets have a 4-game lead, bro. 4-game lead at 36-16, 20 games over 500. They actually, they're 2 games back of the Celtics. So then you got the Grizz who are free falling. Then the Kangs 2 games behind them. Mavs still in the 4 seed, tied with the Clippers there, but have a percentage point ahead of them. Minnesota Timberwolves, who led by the Ant-Man, they are in the 6th seed. Suns hanging around, half game behind them. Jazz half game behind them. Jazz, listen, we thought the Jazz were in like free fall mode, and now they're still a game over 500. Warriors, after losing last night, are exactly 500. The Pels, again, they lost 10 in a row, game under 500. Then you got the Trailblazers, the Lakers, the Thunder, and the Spurs, and the Rockets. So the trade deadline is going to be spicy. It's going to be spicy. Wiseman, a better athlete. Şengün, a better basketball. I mean, maybe, but we haven't seen it. We can't even have that take. We haven't seen Wiseman play enough. Let's actually look at what we have for the schedule this weekend as we talk a little so rare too. Just most of like the superstars only have 1 game this weekend. And now with Luka potentially not having any. So tonight we get Charlotte, Detroit. Oh, hell yeah. Put that on ESPN. Kings and Pacers. That'll be fun because both of those teams refuse to play defense, but play like pretty solid offense. So that's going to be fast paced as hell. Halliburton revenge game. Sabonis revenge game. Portland, Washington, Boston, Phoenix. That's the one national television game. Why are we not getting national television on Fridays? Fridays used to be the night. Boston, Phoenix will be fun. That's at 7:30. No real late games tonight, too. That's kind of fun. Houston, Toronto. Imagine if Toronto loses this one. Orlando, Minnesota. Sixers and Spurs. Yeah, baby. All right. Are we back? Back in the NYC. Hold on. I'm going to view this on YouTube. Is it here? Oh, I'm a little robot-y. Thank you very much. All right, boys. Are we going outside? I think we're going outside. We're going outside. It's nice and cold. Hold on. Let's see how bad it is first. No, we're back. Okay, we're not going because it is like 20 degrees outside. I'd rather not go outside. Dude, yeah, let's line up Wiseman and Mark Williams together. Are you kidding me? That would be incredible. Anyways, these games suck tonight. Orlando, Minnesota. Hopefully, Orlando's scrappy, but Minnesota's at home. They should take care of business. Philly, Spurs, Atlanta, and Utah. I wonder if Philly just like randomly rests some dudes. Saturday. Wow, ESPN2 getting a game. Okay. Washington, Brooklyn, LA, and the Pellies. Phoenix and Detroit. None of these games are exciting. ABC, though, we do have Golden State, Dallas, which probably won't have Luka, and Golden State sucks, but at least they're at home. OKC, Houston is honestly the most fun. And then Denver, Atlanta, that'll be fun. And then on Sunday, we got Orlando and Charlotte, Cleveland and Indiana, Philly and New York. That'll be fun. Philly at MSG will be fun. Toronto and Memphis, Denver, Minnesota. Dude, NBA. Why is the NBA this stupid? There's no football this weekend. We should have games. We should have like a big game at 1, a big game at 3:30, right? What are we doing? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, that's the roundup. Trade deadline is officially 6 days away. Actually, now's a good time to plug a little something here. I wrote something yesterday that I thought it was going somewhere else. But anyways, it was good to fire up the Substack. I hadn't done it since the Top Shot days. Top Shot days. But I'm gonna drop a link into the chat. The plan moving forward, I'm gonna have a weekly thing come out. I think it's probably mostly gonna be around like NBA news / so rare. And we'll write a weekly thing. Yesterday, we just kind of talked about how I'm approaching so rare during the All-Star break. I mean, during the, not the All-Star break, during the trade deadline. And basically the gist of the piece was just to say, like, I think a lot of people are going to be focusing on the guys who do get traded as pieces to go get. And I think in most of those cases, I know we've talked about it a little bit, but in most of those scenarios, the teams that the guys are being traded to are already good. So I don't think like finding Jakob Poeltl or Plumlee or those guys makes sense to snag. You know what I mean? I'm more interested in the guys who are going to move into starting roles from the bench from where the trade happened. So excuse me, but someone like Zach Collins, someone like I think he's kind of interesting. Precious Achiuwa moving forward. I mean, he's already interesting right now, but will continue to be interesting. So that it was basically a breakdown of what I was doing. Will Highland be the first player traded? Is what Regulator said. Dude, so the Bones Highland thing is interesting. This is the thing. I don't think the Nuggets have to force it, but if there is a deal that can be done that gets them a strong defender, I could see it. We the people saying send Bones back to Philly. Dude, the only reason Philly can't do that is because they already have 2 guards that refuse to defend. And if you throw a third one in there, there's going to be no lineup they can run out there unless they just plan to score 200 points a game. But I could see them moving him because apparently there was some whispers that Bones wants a little bit more playing time and that Denver's a little bit nervous about his decision making slash shot selection down the stretches as well as his defense. So I don't know. I think unless they can get a defender, like a wing defender, then it makes more sense. Bones for Plumlee. Wow, that's interesting. They better be trading Terry Rozier if they're doing that. We're seeing Mavs looking at Gary Trent Jr. That would make sense. Another guy that could knock down threes. That would make sense. Yeah, I imagine Trent Jr., OG Anunoby, and maybe Fred VanVleet are the guys. Defense isn't really a thing in today's NBA, in my opinion. Too many. I mean, I think you still need to defend a little bit. Like if you're making a championship run, I know there's no more man-to-man, but they're just going to continue to switch. That's what I mean. Like you couldn't put Maxey, Harden, and you can't put both of them on the court at the same time. Anyways, drop the hashtag. I'll send a 99. All right, we can do that. Bones for Wiseman. No, Wiseman's not. No, Wiseman's got to go to a team where he's going to play. I'm trying. I don't even know. Like Bones to OG Anunoby is the only like real wing defender that I'm thinking of right now that people are excited about at the trade. I guess John Collins too. But imagine putting Bones with Trae Young. All right, here we go. Like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Bones for a little giveaway here. Also, please go subscribe to the Team Hold Substack if you haven't done that yet. Let me see if anybody is subscribing to it. I don't think anybody. Wait, hold on. Yeah, no one's subscribed to it. I just dropped that link. What are you doing? Go subscribe to that. It's just like it takes 2 seconds. It's free, baby. It's free. Let's pump those numbers. While we do this, I'm gonna go over to So Rare so we can see how we finished up. See how we did. See how we did here. Got to put on that 2FA, baby. All right, so these were my squad. There we go. Now the notifications coming in. All right, let's look at. Is it still live? No. Well, let's look at my past action here. All right, so there we go. Daniel Gafford, shout him out. My limited contender ended up sneaking into a tier 4, tier 5, I think. So, and that's because Nesmith or Naismith, as we were just talking about, dropped 46. Cam Johnson really disappointed there. Everybody, it's so did Precious a little bit. This was a real bummer too. Wiggins, Porter Jr., Brandon Clark, all underperformed. And then Eastern Conference had a shot if Gafford played, right? I got 59 from Bam, 75 from Fred. Mark Williams with 32 is nice. Collins disappointing. Then Gafford ended up not playing. And then the rare contender, I mean, was just a real shit show down here. But my rare underdog finished 113th, and I just got a tier 4. Shout out Jeb's man Gabriel. Tillman dropped 36. Bates Jop with 38. Malachi Flynn and Wiseman ended up with 17. See, told you Wiseman's the guy. Wiseman is the guy. So Tap says just buy Hudson. Buy Hudson ODI. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Thank you, Chewy, my man Chewy. But anyways, that was my squad. They So Rare just had an announcement this morning too. Starting, is it game week 32? Let me just double check the announcement. Starting on game week 32. So that's not this weekend, but on Monday, they're going to do a veterans contest again. So for the over 30 and over, they're going to do a common vets, a limited vets, a rare vets, and a super rare vet. So that's pretty exciting. First week you got smoked in So Rare. It happens. It happens. I fired up my first ever. I bought some of you guys might have saw this tweet, but I bought a limited card. Just to talk about the Premier League quickly. So they have 3 different leagues, right? They've got amateur, semi-pro, and pro. But for semi-pro, you only need to own 1 limited card, which I love. So you don't have to drop a bag. And if you own more than 10 limiteds, you can't play in the semi-pro. So it's truly just for people who are like just getting started in there. But anyways, this is my squad here. I bought a guy named Lewis Dunk. If I was going to buy a limited, it's got to be a dunker, right? So Lewis Dunk, a defender. Also, like in this contest, whatever your limited is, it has to be your captain, which makes sense. So that's my squad for football. Excited to dive into it though. Regulator says, Bones question. Why is a second-year player who's a 6-man role on the current best team in the Western Conference not happy? I think he's just there. There was a weird thing that happened the other day where he only got 5 minutes, right? Like he only played 5 minutes in that last game. And I think that's because they are a little bit nervous about his shot selection down the stretch. Like Bones has some Eddie House vibes from back in the day for you old heads out there. And I don't mean Eddie House, they're different players for sure. Bones is a better player than Eddie House, but Eddie House would come in and he would just be like a flamethrower. And whether the flamethrower was turned on or not, he would still chuck. And Bones has a little bit of that in him where he's like, you know what? I'm going to take this 45-footer, this step back 45-footer. And I think some of those stuff, some of those decision-making makes him a little bit nervous. Like it's fine if you are in growth mode, but the Nuggets are trying to secure a W. They're trying to get the 1 seed. They're trying to win a championship. And I think if that is somebody who you rely on, yeah, he's got that Cam Thomas disease. Yeah. But yeah, I think this is a great comp. Bones is a hooper, could be a Lou Will type. Yeah, he's got a little Jamal Crawford in him too, I think, or could at some point. And I love Bones. I'm pro Bones, baby. But I do think I can see some of the concern there. You know what I mean? I can see some of the concern. But again, I don't think they're out there desperately trying to move him. I think if the right deal comes along where they can find a defender that makes sense, they're going to make the move. Is Bones Jordan Poole 2.0? That's pretty fun. Bones has been arguing with coach since last year. Coach is done with his ass. Yeah, maybe I love Mike Malone too. Excuse me, Michael Malone. Jay Blaze, man, we talking about Cam Thomas. I know. But that's kind of the roundup of what's going on right now. There's a couple other things I wanted to talk about too while we're here, gang. Also, hey, just a reminder, Live Before Lock today is at 5:30. 5:30. Did you see Trudic's Top Shot pump? No, I was just gonna pivot to Top Shot before. I was just going to do that. But hey, just a reminder, we're back at 5:30 today, Live Before Lock. Ghost is going to be here. We might get a TST appearance as well as we get ready for game week 31. So we've got that. All right, so this is what I wanted to share. I had fun with this yesterday. So I put out a poll because if you guys saw Luka, they just minted a throwdown. But Luka, so far, which NBA Top Shot Luka Rare Series 4 are you most excited about? And you can go vote in this if you haven't voted yet. It's up for a couple more hours. Are you most excited about the video game numbers, the MGLE, the throwdowns, or whatever the next one's going to be? Because, there's probably going to be another rare. So I feel like Top Shot's done a lot of good things recently with some of their challenges, even though the challenges, there's like quite a bit of them, but I like the direction that there's been going. This 40 trade ticket pack, which is dropping today at 1, is pretty exciting. Yeah, a lot of rares. I know you've already covered it, but enough with the nut punches. I know there's too many nut punches. Too many nut punches. I'm sorry, Deep Threat. I'm excited for a healthy Luca. That's another good one. Oh, did Treaticus really do a poem? What did Treaticus do? Treaticus. What did he do here? Here we go. No, that was from January 27th. Oh, whoa, look at the sky in the background. All right, we'll do it. Hold on. We'll do it. All right, here we go. I got to stop sharing screen and share with let's do this. Chrome tab. We got to share the audio. Okay, because I haven't listened to this yet, so we'll do it together.
Morning, fam. Today I present to you the unopened pack. I love poem. Oh, pack, glorious unopened pack, full of mystery, promise, and secrets untold. Are you hiding a rare, a legendary, or trade tickets to be sold? You hide your secrets behind a beautiful veil. I shall rip you. I shall rip you. Your secrets to reveal.
Wow.
Morning,
That's
fam.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Today I present to you.
Great job, Treat. Beautiful stuff there. Wait, hold on. Let me sorry, it's now you can't hear it right now, but I am still hearing it, which is wild. But anyways, good stuff. They straight up no, did they? Let me see. Let's see the old Comedy Central logo. Let's see. Old Comedy Central logo. I think I know what you're talking about, but maybe I gotta. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. So this is the one in question right here, right? Let's look at collected and connected. Collecting. What's the handle? All right, let me just go back to Treaticus. Let's see. CC. No, it's different. Well, I see what you're saying. It's different though. It's different. Wow, Jeff Jones still out here. Jeff Jones still out here. Wow. Anyways, you a little white boy. Jeff, we've met before, man. You used to remember back in the Top Shot days when things were pumping, Jeff. You used to be here. You used to be here, Jeff. But anyways, I don't know. Anything else? We don't have to talk about connection and collection. I'm whatever. People are grinding. Get out there, make your content. Get out there. But anyways, yeah, the 40 trade ticket pack drops today. They have what? So guaranteed series 1 moment. I imagine these are going to sell out pretty fast. Are you guys lining up for those in the chat? Are you guys lining up? I need to know who's lining up for these. Don't talk Top Shot to me, play. I lost over $6 grand on that nonsense. Yeah, I know. We all did, man. Welcome. Anybody else doing it? Jordan's getting a pack, right? You can reserve up to 2. These things are truly going to sell out. They really are going to sell out. Getting 2, I think. Dumping some trade tickets. I'm going to line up. Nope. I do think, like, if you have the trade tickets, like we've talked about quite a bit, this is going to be one of the last like good drops. So I don't hate it. I don't have any trade tickets left, or I only have like 5 or whatever it is after we ripped earlier this week. So I get it. Oh my God. Look at this piece of shit. Look at this piece of shit right here. He's going to try his best, dude. Try your best to come up with something funny. All right. It's 9:43 a.m. Eastern time. W Fresh, whatever W Rancid. You got 2 minutes to say something fun. 2 minutes to say something fun. If you can't come up with anything good, it's gone. It's gone. You got nothing left. So you got to come up with something good in 2 minutes, you piece of dog shit. And if you can come up with anything funny, if you can make me laugh, you can do anything engaging, I'll let you stay. Otherwise, we'll just deuces. We'll send you. You know what I'm saying? But so far in your time here, you've come up with nothing. You haven't been very entertaining. So looking forward to, the homework. I gave you homework the last time you were here. I said I wanted you to dig deep. I wanted you to bring the same level of creativity that everyone else in the chat does, because that is what we do here. And if you are unable to do that, you're gone. Kevin says, why is Dashian Knicks popping? It's because Jalen Green got ruled out for tonight. Mike, what sign should I bring to the Celtics game on tonight? I'll definitely be on TV. Ooh, what sign? I don't know. It's weird. You gotta really thread the needle. You gotta thread the needle there. Not here to entertain you, moron. Here to let you know you're a fool. Man, that was pretty good, dude. That's the best you could do, man. That's the best you could come up with, right? That's the best you could come up with. Nothing else. Nothing else. You just put, and you didn't even spend the time to put YOU in there. You had to put the letter U. They couldn't even spend the grammatical time. Man, that's too bad, bro. That's too bad. Jump shoot. That's too bad. Honestly, I was rooting for you, man. I actually was thinking like, what a cool redemption story, right? You know, it'd be like Will Smith coming out with a movie after bitch slapping somebody on stage. You know, I thought that could have been you. Like, you could have been the Chris Rock of the chat. I'm not doing a comedy act, buddy. Only one of us is a failure in that field. Only one of us is a failure in that field. I got him there. Only one of us is a failure. This is how I picture you. This is how I picture you doing this. Like, oh, got him good. Got him good with that chat. Oh, once again, oh man, I'm so good at this. Oh, got him WWE fresh. Yeah, nailed him. Oh. That was so bad, dude. That was so bad. That was embarrassing for you, man. That was embarrassing for you. I hope you came, though. Man. I've been in the show Billions. I was on Amazon Prime last week. I don't know. I got paid last night to host an event. And if you ask anybody in the Top Shot community, I've made a fuck ton from So Rare. Eric's question, why do you have that at your computer? Because I'm 38 and I get in pain from like just sitting too long, and I get these like weird shoulder pains. So that's what I'm doing. Oh man, you're on Billions, Dan. They shoot outside my friend's apartment all the time. Yeah, it was just one episode. It was in it was in what was it? It was in Fordham. I think it was on Fordham's campus, maybe. It was a while ago. I was in a commercial too, baby. I was in a commercial too. How about that, huh? Okay, here we go. Okay, so you claim you make big money? See, I told you. You made big money as a scammer. You were a scammer making big money. And that's why. Oh, man. This is good. I'll actually let you stay because this has been like, you guys familiar with Masterclass? WW Fresh is actually doing a masterclass right now on like the fastest and most efficient way to collect L's. You know what I mean? Just like scoop them up. This is like the NBA all world game, except it's WW Fresh just outside going L. Oh, WW Fresh. I don't though. I'm married, you dumb fuck. I love it. Keep going, WW Fresh. I like this. This is like he's not even no creativity here. We didn't even like do anything fun. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. I wish like you were good, man. You just say like, hey, dude, it looks like why don't we call the bags under your eyes luggage or suitcases, dude? You look like a 12-year-old that's witnessed a murder. Like that would have worked. Like, what do you do? Pick up leaves to lift weights, stuff like that. There's so many different avenues to run here. Like, hey, why do you look like a kid that went with his dad to work today outside in construction wearing that highlighter yellow shirt? Like, that's all you've got, dude. That's all you've got. You haven't come up with anything creative. Like, I'm better at making fun of myself than you are. And what are we doing, man? What are we doing? But don't worry. Now, I know what we got to do now. We move it to the back now, right? We go from the back. WW Rich. I got him. I don't have his Instagram. Oh man. This is a sponsored show, by the way. This is by ProSage. WW Fresh using the ProSage on the prostate. Oh man, we're having fun. We're having fun. We're having a good time on a Friday. Going to work on WW Rancid. Man. WW Rancid, you ever do your own laundry? Like, what kind of skills do you have? What kind of skills do you have? Like, what kind of soft skills, hard skills? What kind of stuff do you bring to the table? What's your day to day like? Like, do you grind your own coffee, or are you like a Keurig guy? I feel like you got no. You know what, dude? You aren't. You've got that energy of like a monster, right? Do you do like Monster in the morning? Anyways, that was good. Oh yeah, the dog. What's up, buddy? We got a doggo sighting. Anyways, 50 minutes in, pretty uneventful, man. Pretty uneventful stuff. Hey, just a reminder, 5:30, we're back. 5:30, we are back for a little live before lock. You know what I'm saying? A little live before lock. Deep threat. You once you put PPE into the chat, he shows up, man. Also, look at WWE, just took his L and went home. I hope you get to like level 5 on NBA All L World there. Also, sun's doing some weird stuff. Keeps getting dark in here. You know what I'm saying? Can I send you stuff? Oh yeah, we got to look up his account again, right? Isn't he up like 200,000? Gnome signing today. No, our guy Gnome crushed a new job, so it's making it a little bit harder for him to doing it. Jeff's asking how you been doing on those DFS streets. I've been focusing most of my time on Underdog actually recently. My my NBA best ball is in really, really good shape right now, which is pretty exciting. Which is fun. But yeah, the MLB sweat back in the day. I haven't been I've been sitting out a lot of basketball DFS only because like if I'm not at my computer around lock, it's just like impossible to do it. So I've been sitting it out, but doing mostly like pick'ems on Underdog, and I've been doing pretty well. Jump Shoot was saying we got to check in on the Doodles. How are Doodles too? Let's look at the floor on Doodles too. $12 floor. $12 floor on Doodles. Gotta get it, baby. Gotta get those dudes. All right, I think we're gonna call it there, gang. Oh no, we gotta do that giveaway, baby. So last call, like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag bones. Word, I prefer MLB DFS. You can set your lineup and not worry. I know we've actually, Jeff, we've been playing this game called So Rare. I don't know if you've heard of it, but basically NFT fantasy basketball. Yeah, fantasy basketball. And that's been a little bit easier too, because you set your lineup twice a week. You set it on Monday for there's a game week Monday through Thursday, and then one Friday through Sunday. So you just set it once and then shut it down. It's nice. Regulators asking, have you ever used or checked Evaluate XYZ, make some trades? Did it the other day. Yeah, I've heard it's been really easy. It's been really easy to do it. I haven't done it though. I don't have any moments to trade. All my moments are locked, baby. They're all locked. Dude, I hope you win, you piece of shit. All right, we're gonna spin this thing here in a second. If you win, shoot me your. I think J-Bus, you're the one who put this together, right? Oh no, you sent it to me. It was Joel Embiid. So this is for Joel Embiid out of 9999. And I'll send this over. Just shoot me a DM with your. Shoot me a DM on Twitter at Mike Zakarian or in the Discord, just with your username, so I can get you over there. Because you can't spell. That's why, dumbass. All right, let's see. We're almost done. Send us out with the bacon. No. We got to end with the bet. All right, we're going to spin this thing. If you win, shoot me a message. Reminder, 5:30 Eastern. We are back here live before lock. Going to have a lot of fun with that. WWE Fresh. I hope you get some therapy. Ooh, the aviation bug. Let's go. Aviation bug. Big W. If I win, I owe you, you all owe me a moment. That would have been sick. All right. Good stuff, everybody. I hope you guys have a great Friday. If I don't see you live before lock, have an awesome weekend. We will be back. We out.